Hello there and welcome back to another video. Today I will showcase you some of the video generation models and how you can use a generated image like we did in the last video, and exactly like we did in the last video because this is the image we generated there, and I will show you how you can use this and animate the image into a video that you can use in your Instagram stories, or maybe your product website, or maybe even run ads to it directly. And this was the character reference image we've created in 2 videos back, and this was the clothing we wanted him to wear. This was the prompt we used, and we got this image in the last video, and I wanted to continue building up on this project and try animating him in various video generation models to see which one works best for our use case. Okay, let me show you some of the things I have done. First of all, I tried a simple prompt like this. As camera zooms out and orbits the man shakes his head and shows his outfit with his hands. Like, this was the simplest prompt I could come up with. And then I tried FreePic's prompt enhancing tool here, which created this enhanced prompt for me. I will show you both cases and you can decide which is a good idea. But using simple prompts generally is not the best way to go, so even an enhancing tool in FreePic is a better choice. That will be apparent in a short while. So this one is the first video we'll look at. It's generated with Clink 2.5, and you can see the camera doesn't zoom out but it orbits. The man shakes his hands. It's not a bad video. And then we have 2.5. The camera zooms out actually, and we see his hands. He is dancing to a song we do not hear. Maybe you can add a simple voice behind this, like a music, and this would make more sense in that context. The hands movements and such are not necessarily bad. It doesn't scream unrealistic or AI. But it is maybe not the thing you want to go for. But you could always prompt it better to make sure it adheres to what you want and just not use a simple prompt like this, maybe. Then let's take a look at Runway Jump 4. Runway Jump 4 is zooming out, it's not orbiting, and the guy is using his hands, but there is something so wrong with his foot here that I would not suggest you use this one. Maybe you could regenerate to get a better result, but it might be just that Runway Jump 4 is bad with filling out the details when you zoom out, and it requires you to give it the full context. So then we tried Minimax Helio 02, and we got some crazy hand movements like never before. Like, what is he trying to do? I'm not really sure, but yeah, the camera zooms out and orbits. Possibly there is a good camera prompt adherence, but I had to be a lot more specific with what his hand is doing, so it's not creative on its own to understand the context and generate something to do. Then I tried Clink 2.1. So this is good. Like, this is honestly good. Like, he gets up, everything looks realistic-ish. Then it showcases all of the clothing. Like, it even tries to show the stuff that it didn't know at the start. Like, it didn't know what the backside would look like. Like, the shoes are very consistent. This is what I think the best result I have seen out of the generations, and like, just look at this. Okay, so good. When he tries to get up, there is some AI-ishness going on if you look closely, especially like here. But other than that, it's pretty great. Like, moves are great. I would use this. Like, I would generally use this. But we have to move on and see what Google Veo 3 fast generated. This is the lower quality version, and it's apparently now a music video. Like, we are doing music videos now. Okay, there is music. Like, I did not say this was music, but if he's shaking his hands, like, maybe it's music video, I guess. Okay. Would I say it's a bad one? No, I wouldn't. I hate the music in the background. Like, I have to mute that and put another music. But the hand movements are Okay, so it's corrupting every time I try to go back. But the hand movements are great enough that I can put just another hip hop music and this would work, and this would work well actually. So I do not necessarily hate this. I just hate the music Google VO3 Fast chose to put there. Then Cling 2.5, but this time we have the big prompt that the enhancing of FreePic has done. It's a great output. Like this kind of enhanced prompt works to generate a better result, as you can easily see here. At some point, it even showcases this is a studio, like there is a background of like flowers or some stuff like that, and that's weird. But maybe you could crop that out, and the video in of itself looks realistic, and the text just stays what it is, and it's great to have that option with Kling 2.5, which is on the cheaper side of the models. And let's see, 1.2.2. It's the same enhanced prompt, and he is doing some crazy movements. Like, okay, what even is this? Where do you use this kind of video? Like, I'm not sure, but he is doing some weird dance moves and shows his backpack. There is a movement, like, okay. Then we tried the Google Way 3.1 fast, and this time we got very subtle movement. Like this is like too subtle to maybe even call it even a video, but it honestly could work well in your story or maybe slideshow posts. You have the let's say you have the man in three poses, then you have this video in slideshow, or maybe you have this in the story with some little music in the background. Generate 2-3 videos, stitch them together, and he's doing some different movements in each one. Then we tried with the enhanced prompt Minimax Audio O2. It goes off the chart, like it's wild. Like he's patting himself and shit. Like no, okay, that's wild. Like what even is this? Howlio is one of the weird ones within these models. Uh, but I do like that it zooms out and orbits the man. Like Howlio is great with camera movements. Like it understands dolly motion and how you prompt the camera. And there is a strict camera prompting adherence with this model, and I do like that. I just do not like how it uses its creative freedom to make the man like pat himself and stuff like that. So it's one of those models where you have to strictly prompt everything it will do in the video. Then we have the Runway Gen 4, which is going for that uncanny look. Like I wouldn't use this for anything. Like it's too uncanny to be used. Moving on. And I have the Google VO 3.1. This is not the fast version, but this is like the complete version. Just general movement is just better. Like there is a playful like movement here, which I have prompted, but as you can see, we are lacking the dolly movement, like camera zooming out. Like there is a zoom out, but there is no orbit this time. So when you get a model that does what you prompt it to, like zooms out and orbits, you do not get the same creatively well hand movements and gestures. So if a model like Howlio is what you want to go for, you will have to strictly prompt everything it will generate in the video. Like you basically you need to like tell everything that will happen in the video. But if you are going for a creative one with like Google Web 3, and you might not always get what you specifically desired. Like there's literally zero orbiting action here. And like Runway Gen 4 is just bad at everything, so just not use that. 1.2.2 is another example of this. There is zoom out and there is a creatively interpreted motion, but there is no orbiting around. Like when you lack prompt adherence, you gain creativity, is a simple way to put this. Cling 2.5 is a model that is in between for what I have experienced. Like you see a zoom out, you see something of like orbiting motion. it's not an exact orbiting, but there is like left and right orbiting. And to be honest, I didn't say like orbit in a single direction, so it is orbiting. Okay, and there is a creatively hand movements and head swings. So like 2.5 is the one that's in the middle and like a perfect center. You get prompt adherence and you get creative understanding. And I believe I will use Clink 2.5 in the future for my video generation, for especially in the clothing, like these kind of model photoshoot videos. Same again with the VO3 Fast. There is creative interpretation, like there is a high moment and there is like head shaking and like even something similar to an edit, like there is a jump cut here, like look at that. But it doesn't follow the prompt fully, like it doesn't orbit, it doesn't only zoom out, it zooms in then zooms out, like there is a different kind of interpretation cases going on there. It is creative, but it doesn't follow the prompt, like I would put it in the prompt adherence. And taking a look back at my favorite one, Clink 2.1's generation, there is high creative interpretation. It zooms out, it doesn't orbit demand, so prompt adherence is low on this one, but it's just so creative and it's so in context that I want to like this one. Like Clink 2.1 is definitely on my watch list. Like Clink 2.1 and 2.5 are the ones I like, so you might say Clink is a good video generation model. And Haolio is just good at prompt adherence, and you do not want to give any creative freedom to this model. You need to say everything to it. And I'm not sure what I want to think with Runway, because it just lacks understanding of context, and when it zooms out it can't feel meaningfully, like even physically meaningfully. It should be able to understand what a foot and footwear is and generate that on the same style on the other leg. Like I'm not gonna use Runway Jump for anything, that's for sure. I'm using Minimas Haolio for when I want a strict prompt adherence, and like when I will leave nothing in prompt for creative interpretation. Like if I generate a good prompt that has captured every single aspect of the video, it's Haolio. And I will like mostly use Clink 2.1 and 2.5 for their well prompt adherence and creativity features, because I enjoy like writing my prompts in a way that is up to interpret by the model. I also like to see 3, 5, like 6, 7, 8 outputs out of a model before I choose which one I will go for. And when you use some aggregator site like FreePick, the costs do matter, and I will show you all of the costs for FreePick right now in here. Like Clink 2.5 just costs 500 tokens, but WoW 3.1 Fast uses 800, and the non-fast version, like high quality, uses 1600. So those are a lot compared to Clink 2.5. Clink 2.1 is even cheaper, like at 400. And it's interesting that I like these ones over Veo ones. And if you were to like jump over to Haolio, it's just like unlimited, or 2.2 unlimited in the free pick. But of these unlimited versions only is available for the lowest quality, like 480 for the one and 512 for the Haolio. So if you want Haolio and 180p, that will cost you, like, let's see how much. This is the unlimited, but when you go over to HD one, you get 300 credit, and go full HD then like 90. So it's not always free, so just the lowest version is free. But I could argue that when you are using something like this, you can just go the lowest resolution, try it 10 times, 20 times, 30 times with different prompts, find best prompt, then use 180p, and that would mean like you get to use this free for a lot of uses, and that's good. But you want to use Haolio when you have the perfect prompt. And just the Sora versions, like you might be wondering why didn't you see any Sora outputs, like even Sora 2 or Sora 2 Pro. It's because OpenAI is currently locking into the censorship, and it does not let you use human models in input images. Even though this is an AI generated human, it can't understand that. So there is no human allowed in OpenAI video models right now through APIs like these. I think you can use humans when you train them on the Sora website or something like that. but we are not gonna do that right now. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one, and you will have seen some of the models, and you can just decide more consciously into what you want to invest in. Maybe you do not want to invest in a tool like FreePick that aggregates all of these, and you could go to their own website and use the tools there, in which case you would need to know which one you will pay for. So that's it. Go and create.